Hey guys, what's up? So this video is not the video I wanted to be making, but I decided since basically the whole C's so broken that I just can't make a how-to video and be okay with it. Yes, I've got the footage and I could have polished it and made it look pretty and helped CIG sell more of these ships, but currently I don't feel like that's the way to go. Especially since we're going to CitizenCon and who knows, some kid whose birthday money he spends it on a Hall C, and maybe he wants to play with his uncle or his dad or something, and he gets this hot mess. I'm just not okay with that. That being said, I understand that the devs are working hard at CIG. I respect them, and I thank them for finally working towards server meshing. And I want to say that because of server meshing, understand this. Essentially, we're taking one foundation of the game and it's being changed out for another. So think of it like a car chassis. We're taking a car chassis and replacing it with another car chassis, and you got wires hanging down, basically systems that have to be plugged in. And that's how it is right now. Like, it's all buggy because stuff's being unplugged and replugged and all that fun, fun yumminess. Anyways, so right now, this video is more of a kind of a fun, like, hey, I'm going through this too. Buyer beware, I've been telling CIG, like, on their basically in their support chat, that I'm like, look, like, we need to take this down. Here's video of what's going on. The docking doesn't work. The auto dock doesn't work. You get impounded in some cases, which is this video. You get, I mean, I've had just the ship disappear and not even tell me it was impounded. And I fell to my death in space. I've had, like in this video, I'm just floating around stuck in the middle of nowhere. And this one's funny because I'm missing my helmet, so you guys will like that. I made some fun. We have a little bit of a fun space journey there without a helmet. It's entertaining. You'll see. But anyways, we're going to get in the ship here, get in the cockpit. And this, you're going to see here in a minute, there's going to be a spark as I try to leave here, out of my personal hangar, and that spark is some box or glitch or something at the top just floating in midair. And since we have damage on our ships, right, and we got components that can be damaged, right, it's a little cringe, because I'm like I said in my other video, the engineering video I just did, I'm like, I cringe because they're like, oh yeah, you've got systems can break. You've got components that can break that you need to replace and you can restore. And this, if you don't fix this component, it could blow up. And yeah, you have a time delay. Yeah, I get it. But like, the ship is huge. And how are you going to get rid of some of the components in the ship? They're like so big you can't get them through the door, So anyways, watch for it here in a second. You're going to see it. It's going to be a spark. And then I'm going to be like, this is stupid. I'm gonna like tilt this thing up like a rocket ship, and we're gonna get the heck out of Dodge.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
So basically, as we go through this, leave me comments about things you've experienced. I'd like that, and things you'd like to see that you haven't seen. Right? You know what I mean? Like maybe a better docking gauge. How about the travel times? You're going to see in a second. 15 minutes. And I save you 10 minutes of your life. Actually, more than that. There you go. Boom. That was fun. What's that there, Billy? Nobody knows. Maybe CIG, but they'll never tell. Same. I'm going to put some music on. You ready? A little bit more entertaining this way, right? Thanks for being so patient and all the support you guys have been giving me. I just want to shout out to all of you and been making comments, subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and all your feedback. All your feedback matters to me. This will never be a monetized channel, so if you ever see YouTube giving you an ad, please comment below so I can give them an earful. Thank you. If you do want to support me, the way you can support me is when here in the near future there'll be t-shirts and some other merch. You can buy merch and have something cool, and it helps both of us. See what I'm saying? But anyways, that being said, we're about to jump and wait for it. Like I said, I'm going to show you that time frame. How long do you think How long do you think it should take us? I think about 5 minutes is reasonable for the longer distances. What do you think? There you go. About 15 minutes, basically. Yeah, I went and made coffee. That's what I did. If I slur my words a little bit, now you know why. I'm tired, guys. 2 weeks of trying to produce a video. I had such good content, and I'm just like moderately raw. Well, it's raw content that I've clipped, and I just went, new players have an idea what they're getting into, you know? Like, we all should know at this point, like, we need to be able to share this, and, you know, before you do something like, look, this is the stuff we go through. If you want to get into this, cool, but, like, beware, you know? It takes patience, and maybe have another game on the side to play whenever you're kind of ticked off at the state of the game, you know? I just hate people getting so upset about it. Like, CitizenCon's so close. There's so many people that are upset, and I get it, but it's like, dude, they're switching out the foundation of the game. What do you expect? I mean, they're finally actually doing it right. Wait for it. The magic of editing is going to save you time. Here we go. Wouldn't it be awesome if it was actually that fast? It was so seamless. It was pretty cool, right? Terra, like, the entrance to Terra Spaceport is really cool. Yeah, again, if this was a how-to video, it's gonna be like, hey, like, why don't it show the temperature there anymore? Because usually when it cools down, there used to be a little gauge thing that would, you know, do its thing on that left-hand side there, but it's not doing it. So let me know your desync issues. What have you had issue with? One we'll have here is the one with the chair. Like, notice I'll go into there, to the port, and buy our hydrogen, and then when I come back, when I get in the ship, watch it, because it's gonna desync. It's weird. This one's weird for me too, because this was on a server that I know had very few players on it. It was quiet, and for the things to happen that happened, it's, to me, one of two things. Either I was on a quiet server and the devs were doing stuff, and then this crazy mess happened, or it was quiet and it's just a hot mess anyways, and, you know, it just is what it is, you know? The amount of time you can waste in this game. I mean, just doing something that should be simple, right? It's like having an 8-hour job, but you're not getting paid. and that's where I get at, like, wouldn't it be kind of cool to have, like, these UEC add up to, like, credits that you can get merch out of their store? I mean, I think that'd be cool. Otherwise, I don't understand the insanely long time it takes to just do simple things. I get 100,000 credits, like, it's earning 100,000 credits is rough. I'll just put it that way. Especially if you're doing it the like, legal way. So. Alright, so behind me, what we just passed, that's where your, basically your loading zone is. And it'll pop up over there, you'll see that in a minute. But right now we're heading to these two little landing pads that are really unique in length. And for some reason you are allowed to land the whole sea on here. And so the one we're going to is pad 4. The other one on the other side there is pad 3. So coming to Terra, these two here are pretty good ones to go to. And as you'll see in a bit, I'll show you that it does actually register in the kiosk that your fleet manager is a part of or whatever. Try not to laugh too much when you see my sideways flying here. Yeah. Because this ship has a big butt in my defense, and flying sideways was entertaining. I'm normally a pretty good pilot, but yeah. Again, I was tired, and I'm still tired at this video. 2 weeks of footage, and yeah, to be to this point where you're like, fell. You're just like, what the heck, man? It was to the point where I was almost just going to make a fell video to show you how many different ways you can fell in a Hull C. Maybe I should. Like, let me know what you think. Because someday it's going to get better. We're going to be like, that was ridiculous. Remember that? And if it doesn't, well, then it'd be even better because we'll be like, well, that's why. Yep, there we go. Nope, almost. There we go. Come on. Alright, there we go. Sweet. Pretty cool looking ship. I mean, from the top it looks suspicious. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, for the most part, it's a pretty neat ship. It's just, if you're buying the Hull C, if you're pledging, giving away your money for the Hull C right now, just understand that it's basically a JPEG. You can get in and fly it, you can have people get in it, but for hulling, it's a mess. It's really a mess. And truthfully, there's better ships you can haul in. I mean, C2, C1, really good right now. It's pretty fast, efficient. You can stack pretty good size cargo boxes. I mean, not bad. Just saying. Actually, that being said, since the Hull C is all messed up, let me know how many of you are melting it and getting something else, and let me know how many of you are, are using different ships and what they are. I think that'd be really cool. But also, if you just completely gave up on the Hull C, at this patch, essentially, 3.24.1, let me know, because I want there to be kind of a tally of how many people are just really sad about the Hull C, because there needs to be kind of a record, This place is pretty big, and you're going to see it's like a maze. Thankfully, they've got that little map on the top left-hand corner there, but it's still, when you come here the first time, it's like, it's a maze. And since the trip is so long, and if you're not paying attention, your thirst or your hunger can be a bit of an issue when you get here too. So be aware of that when you come to Terra, especially if you're coming from somewhere like Microtech. Okay, there we go. Yep, left-hand side. That's where it usually is. Unless there's a desync. I'm just kidding. So hydrogen. Hydrogen from Terra is a really good one to buy. And it doesn't matter what ship you're doing, okay? Like, Obviously, with hydrogen, the more you buy, the better the profit. So for smaller ships, maybe not the best thing to buy if you're doing this kind of mission, because most of the normal missions you can do are going to pay more than just buying it as a commodity. So, but if you get to like, I would say C2-ish, or even the Caterpillar, excuse me, those would probably be big enough to do some hydrogen running if you want to make a little credit that way, just for fun. I've yet to see anyone actually get one of the real, like, serious hauling missions, any of the hauling missions, work with a Hull C. Like, if you've seen that, let me know. But I don't think it's happened yet. You know, you wouldn't think it'd be that hard. It's like, it's the same idea, just make it propagate in the loading zone, like we do with the other stuff, like this hydrogen I'm buying right now. I don't think that would be that hard, you know.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
Yep, see? There it is.
Please visit
Pad 4. I just wanted to show you guys that because, like I said, it's good for if you forget where you're at. Because, like I said, this place is huge. Just wait till you try to go get food. It takes a minute. Like, basically the cafeteria or whatever, it's it's a little ways away. All right, there it is. Like I said, keep in mind this is raw footage. I didn't edit this part as much as I probably could have, but again, this is just kind of put together to see raw, like what it's like, you know. It's show like the time-consuming side of it, show the glitches, and hopefully this will be something for, you know, the devs and new players to see and be able to do something with it, you know. Look, there's a tractor beam down there, and they're all over the ship. I guess that gives us a clue to where they're going with it. Hopefully the AI will be there to do that, but I can't imagine using tractor beams to load every container onto a Hull C. Even with those biggest containers, like, it's gonna be something. And where are you gonna do it? You know what I mean? Like, where are you gonna physically load cargo like that? That'd be weird. All right, we're about to lift off and get in the fun part. So we're essentially gonna go get our cargo now in the loading zone. Kind of note that for new players, like in the future, if you do want to get a Hull C and try it, it's over. It's basically to our right. Yeah, we'll see. Just wait for it. Oh, and by the way, I'm about to do a test with the docking collar system. Or, yeah, well, I go through the actual comms, like F11 essentially, and I activate it on purpose because I'm going to turn it off by just simply pressing in, which is not what it's supposed to do, like Alt in on the left, Alt, auto dock. See, it says permission to dock. I'm like, okay, cool. But watch what happens when I hit in. Wait for it. And listen.
Launch sequence started.
You hear that? And see, that's what I was trying to tell everybody in docking doesn't work video that I made. What happens is when you try to auto dock to actually dock, it just retracts the collar. And that's why she said that. Anyways, so we've called, there you go, for our cargo to be delivered. And so we've got to go into our loading zone now. And that's what we're going to do now. I think it's interesting that there's an asteroid right there in our way, but you know, it's what happens out here, I guess. That and space is green. So, yeah. You know, I just noticed, you see to the right of the screen, those numbered like landing pan looking areas. I wonder if that's where they're going to put the cargo for us to pick up. That would make more sense. See how it's in a V shape? Maybe that's what they're up to. We'll see. Anyways, I pull in here and we essentially wait. Okay, it'll say, look, we're loading. Yeah, now we're loading. Okay, we're going to go out. We're going to see it load, which is nothing compared to what I wanted to show you because, like I said, I had almost $500,000 in credit, or million US UEC or whatever. And it was pretty full. It was awesome. And I lost it. And that was like before this video. And so I was like, all right, well, I was smart enough to leave 100,000 back. So just in case we could try it one last time. And sure enough, we're going to pull out. You're going to see me look behind myself to make sure I'm out and I don't get impounded. And we're clear. Everything inside says we're clear. I go to set my coordinates to jump to, right? In this case, I was trying to get Hurston, and I wanted to go to the airport. And sure enough, having issue with the map. That was the first sign there's something weird going on. And then I finally click on it. And that happens. Oh, wait. I'm being impounded. I mean, come on. And I'm not in a place where I should be being impounded. Everything indicated I was fine. And look at my guy. He doesn't even have his helmet on now. Thankfully, I'm not dead, I guess. But at the same time, maybe it'd have been better. And so I thought, you know, time for some epic music. And let's go inside the quality of Star Citizen here and just see how epic it is or isn't. You're not supposed to see in here, so it doesn't have to look that good. Whatever. I just thought it'd be cool to go in here and look at it. And I was kind of mad, to be honest. I have to fly all the way back to landing pad 3, which is a long ways. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. And then I got like some serious like old Star Wars video game vibes. And then I realized this game is over a decade old, so it's the same basically. Yep. Anyways, so did you like that? Was that fun? No, you didn't like that? I didn't like it either. It sucked. That took like, I think almost 20 minutes for me to float my happy butt back over here. And here's the really dull thud moment. Back to this fleet manager in the fees. So you're lucky. You're seeing it cut to a few seconds, but it took like 8 minutes. And I would have to pay a fine of 5,000 UEC when I only got like 8. And I was like, no way. Not doing that. So, because it's not my fault. It was never my fault. And I'm sure this happens to you guys. Like, how many times have you lost credits? How many credits have you lost? And like, it's offensive because these credits are like our life force, right? Like, our time is these credits. They're worth something to us. And it's like they're not to CIG, and that's where I'm starting to really have an issue. So here we are. This is what pulled up. This is what I got when I recalled my ship. There's my stuff, but I can't get her out of here. And even if I had a tractor beam to pull it, it would suck. So what do we think, All-C? Say goodbye to the All-C. Just say goodbye. Yep, because we're done, right? Pull it from the pledge store. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Have a good one, guys.